Hey guys! Oh shoot, I just lost. Welcome to Slender Fortress. I'm gonna be telling a story. This is a story about how Peter Griffin attacked me.
Please don't fist me.
So, here's the story of how Peter attacked me. Or, yeah, when I was attacked by Peter Griffin. So, you guys already heard the first start, so... I was at London, no, not London, Boston. And,
Yay, thanks.
So, I don't need to tell him. So, I was at Boston. And, I think Peter Griffin was there. I remember it was kind of a dark night, kind of like this. Yeah, exactly like this night, except for it was raining. It was raining, and I was walking home because I was looking at, Revolutionary War Museum. And they had a whole bunch of cool stuff, and I'm like, oh, that was cool, that was real cool, to talk to myself, a little bit when I was walking because, I don't have any friends. Anyway, so I was walking home, and, what do you want? And, I heard this noise coming from behind this alley. It was kind of like I'm like, what? I'm like, what in the world is that? What the heck? I go over and it's a dumpster, and the noise is coming from inside the dumpster. I'm like, what the heck? And it's a lot louder because I'm standing right by it. And it sounds like. I'm like, what in the world? And I opened it, and it was Retep. Or I got Retep, Peter's evil twin, and he started chasing me. He goes, "I'm gonna frickin' kill you!" And he started chasing me. So I was running. I didn't have my whole frick. Yeah, it was like that. That was Retep. So anyway, Retep was chasing me, kind of like the way that thing's chasing everybody. And it was in a park. It was London, so there was a bunch of alleys. He was chasing me, so I'm gonna check out your jelly beans. He was shouting about jelly beans. I don't know why. He's just going on and on about jelly beans, and he was getting closer to me, and I could hear it because his was getting louder and louder, and it was starting to spook me, and so it was oh dear, I need to sprint, you cat! Why won't I sprint? They wouldn't let me sprint. What?
All I had to do is get to the exit there.
Run!
Oh, I didn't know. I thought I had to survive. It's funny. I'm telling my story in a YouTube video right now, the Peter Griffin one. Oh. But all right, so what? So he's chasing me down like that, and I hit around this alley, and he started hitting me, and Peter Griffin found me, or Retep. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That kind of Peter Griffin laugh.
Something from your childhood.
And so I was hiding around the dumpster. This is a different dumpster, and I was hearing this weird noise. Like it was kind of like a.
What's that sound?
And
we let like two of them. Russ died.
So it was just tapping. It was getting louder, and then I heard him, and he climbed into the dumpster, and I took that as my chance. And basically, oh, so oh shoot! So I got out, and I put this pillow on top. It was the only thing. There was a pillow and a lock. So I put the lock on top of the dumpster. It was the one with the plastic roof, and he jumped in, and I locked it. And then I ran off, and then I started hearing it banging, and he was trying to get out. He was going, I'm gonna frickin' kill you! You took all my jelly beans, you frickin' cat! He sounded a little drunk, so he was like, ah! And this isn't good. This isn't that good of a story, but just bear with me. But Peter Griffin, he was really trying to get out, and all of a sudden I start seeing this sword slicing through the top of it, kind of like poking out. One poked out, came back in, and started poking. I realized he's gonna bust his way out of that garbage. I don't know why he was obsessed with garbage cans or garbage bins that night. He just kept. So I started running. And I looked behind me, and there's like 14 different Peters. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I was thinking, I didn't really care what was going on. All I knew is they were trying to get me, and I wasn't going to let them get me. Because when there's like 14 in an identical person chasing you, that's the last thing on your mind. So, where was it? Oh, yeah, I was running, and there was like 14 Peters, and every corner I go around, there'd be another one. And the numbers are just... The numbers were rising. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And the main reason they were chasing me is because, I won a bag of jelly beans from one of the, those little claw machines. But I figured out the main reason why they were chasing me. And I'm just like, oh shoot, that's why. I realized that the reason they are chasing me is because I bought the last bag of Twinkies from the Walmart store. And this is back when Twinkies, weren't going to be being made anymore. So he was really angry. He was ready to kill me. He turned into Retep. So he was chased. So anyway, the Peters were just, popping up. And I ran around this corner. And there was this hobo. He kind of looked like Bill. Actually, I think it was Bill. Bill from Left 4 Dead. Anyway, he was sitting in that corner. He was just smoking. I'm just like, help! Freaking Peter Griffin's back. And apparently Peter Griffin is I forget what he said, but apparently Bill and Peter are like enemies. No, not like the giant chicken and Peter, but like more kind of a gun deal. They're out to kill each other, not just beat the crap out of each other. So Bill, put on, he kind of went kind of crazy Rambo commando soldier kind of deal. He had these 2 chain gun shot belts he put on his shoulders. He grabbed these 2 SMGs, and he had like an RPG on his back. So he got the chain gun belts on his arms, and he had an RPG, he had like an Uzi, he had a shotgun. And now by this time there's like 40 Peters, and they're all lined up. And then when Bill walked out, they all stopped him. It was, in the middle of the street. Bill was facing, probably like 100 feet in front of Bill. All the Peter Griffins were standing up side by side, and the one Retep was in the front. And and Bill pointed. I forgot what he said. I think he said something about whatever they were fighting about, saying how something about Peter replaced him because the Left 4 Dead mod where Peter replaces Bill existed, and Bill didn't like that. He's around the corner and he's gonna kill me. Oh, he is not happy. Move! I'm lagging. I can't help myself. Help! Alright, so I need to find that elevator. Where was the elevator? Is this it? The elevator. Alright. So right here's the elevator. I just gotta wait for that to happen. So anyway, where was I in my story? Alright, oh crap. So, So basically, this is what it was like. I was in underground tunnels in Boston, and Peter Griffin was lurking around. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm tired of this Outlast crap. And he sees me! This game sucks. I'm mauled and damaged. Alright, I lost him. So it was kind of like standoff style. And so Bill was standing there, he's getting ready to quick draw, and all the Peters were standing there, and they were, I don't know what they were planning to do, but they weren't scared because even though they didn't have any weapons, they figured, we could just swarm them with numbers, and they thought they could just beat the crap out of whoever tried to chase them, Ooh, that barrel scared me. So they were, And so they started charging, and so Bill started out with a grenade, threw a grenade, blew up like 40 Peters, and they all started screaming. One of them landed by me and grabbed his leg and started going, and then Bill shot him in the face. So Bill was, and he had a samurai sword. He was slicing and dicing. He was shooting. He was like a Jedi. It was like the comparison was like you've seen the Star Wars where Jedi lands inside like a spot with like 50 or 100 droids, and he just lands in the middle. And he's like deflecting all the shots and is just cutting them all up. Not getting that's basically what it was like. Bill was destroying all these Peters that were chasing me because I got the last Twinkie and a bag of jelly beans. So now Bill killed all the clone Peters except for Retep. And Retep was standing there and said, he's like, alright, fine. But I put down your guns, let's settle this like real men. And Bill just farted. And it was bad too. So I gotta go! Hup, 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 hup. I'm in! Yeah! But anyway, so they were all fighting. And so they went over and they started getting a fist fight. Peter actually had the advantage for the first part because he tackled him and he got Bill pinned on the ground. He's doing the left. Ow! I pulled my arm. He's doing a left and a right, and he's just smacking him, and Bill's just flat out because Bill was holding his hip, got dislocated for a second. So Bill was screaming about his hip, and Peter Griffin was just smacking him, and or smacking and punching. Basically anything he could do, he was doing to him, and that includes those kind of stuff. But anyway, so Bill finally got his leg back in order. I'm gonna burp. That's much better. And so Bill got his hip back, and now Bill was starting to, he had his arms up, covering his face, like boxing, and Peter was still hitting him, and then what Bill did is Bill farted again, and this one was worse than the last. This smelled like this one smelled worse than politics sucks. It's like. That's not an exaggeration. It was that bad. It was so bad. Not just seeing somebody else's reaction to it was gross. But anyway, so they were hold up, Jim Bob is online. Where is he? So they were fighting. Yeah, and he farted. And Peter just started puking. It was worse than that episode where they drank that stuff and it was just going all over the place, all over Peter and all over Bill. And Bill was, yeah, hey, I'm telling a story for a YouTube video. After this, we could do some Gmail or something. So anyway.
I'm actually going to really...
Your mic is lagging. I can't tell what you're saying.
I was going to bed and got home in a few.
Huh?
I'm going to some little typing I haven't been saying.
Your mic is lagging too much. I can't tell what you're saying. But anyway, So Peter was like basically choking on his own vomit, and he was like gagging, and he was twitching. His eyes were watering. One of his eyes popped out, and he just started, shaking, and puke was. It was like a puke sprinkler. And Bill started dancing around, doing weird voodoo dance, and I was kind of getting freaked out. So, so Peter eventually stopped, and there was just puke, and it was like you've seen a broken sprinkler, how it just keeps pouring out. That's what it was like. Like there was more than the amount of mass you'd expect. Like he could have at least filled a bathtub with the stuff. It was everywhere, and Bill was, Bill was, he's screeching in the night like he was a monster that just, finished and he kind of started fading, and I don't know what was going on, but I think Bill was ghosting. He had unfinished business to kill Peter Griffin, and woo. Was that a weird night. But anyway, that's it for this episode of Stories. I will see you guys in the next story video, whenever that is. See ya.